Hey guys, welcome to Wamba Tech. I'm Ty and today I'm going to show you how to log in into your MacBook Pro using Google's credentials with LDAPS. First of all, let me give you a quick introduction of what LDAP is. LDAPS stands for Lightweight Directory Access Protocol over SSL and is a protocol that allows secure communication between two servers. The protocol provides security through the use of public key certificates and encryption. It provides the following benefits, such as secure communication with other organizations, partners, or vendors. Also, it helps us authenticate and encrypt communications with others and secure access to your own organization devices, for instance, your MacBook Pro, using the same credentials as your organization's email account. In this video is going to focus this part, and it helps us to centralize users management, for instance from Google's admin console. So if you like this content, please subscribe. Now I'm going to show you a quick demo of how it looks like, okay? Enjoy. If you want to log in into your Mac computer using your Google's account, here is the video that you are looking for. So here's the results of the implementation. Here I am entering my Google's Gmail account. Credentials. I'm going to input those credentials and see what's going on. And there you go. We can log in into this computer, this virtual machine, using the Google's credentials. So if you click on users and groups, here we can see the user is from the network. So here we can see that it's working the LDAP authentication. Now we are going to add an LDAP client here in the Google Administrator console. So we have to go to apps, then click on LDAP. Here, let's add a new client. For example, MacOS LDAP version 2. Well, let's leave it right there. Let's click on enter domain. And also click on here. These two permissions. Let's enable this. Then click on add LDAP client. Now let's download this certificate and continue to client details. And once this is created, let's enable this service to on for everyone. Click on save. Perfect. So now, as we can see here, the service is now active. And that's it. So now we are going to proceed to do the macOS configuration. So first of all, we need to create a .p12 certificate, and this is a certificate that we have previously downloaded. Let's extract it. As you can see here, we have the .key and the .cert files. We have two files on here. And now I'm going to create the .p12 certificate using the terminal. Let's go into the same folder. Okay, now let's copy this command that I'm going to leave it right in the description. All the commands are to describe it in the description, okay? So, well, here we have to change a couple of things. For example, this is the name, this is the .dat key file, so we just have to upgrade it, update it. Don't forget the extension. In this example, this .key, and this is the certificate part. Okay, and this is the output, which will be called LDAPS/client.p12, and this password is really important, don't forget it. Why? Because we will use this password for importing the certificate. Let's repeat twice. Now, as you can see here, the P12 certificate is created. Okay, now we are going to import this certificate into the keychain access. So we just have to do is the following. Let's double click on the LDAP client, and here input the credentials and enter the password for the certificate. As you can see here, I have two certificates because I already done that before, but this is the new one. So what I have to do is to double click this private key. Once we have done that, let's click on access control and click on the plus icon, and here we have to search for 3 directories. Here are the 3 directories that we are going to search. This is the first one. In order to do that, let's press down the Command, Shift, and G keys at the same time, and then paste the path, and then add the application. Let's add these 3 applications that needs to have access to this certificate in order to do the LDAP search. All right, now once this is done, let's save the changes and enter the admin credentials. Enter again. All right, now the certificate is now imported successfully. All right, let's see what else we have to do. All right, and now we are going to change one line in the ldap.conf path. So we have to do the following thing. Let's enter the admin user, and after that we are going to add the configuration into this file ldap.conf. What we are going to do is to use this LDAP client certificate to the LDAP configuration. Okay, so for example, here we need to use the same name, LDAP client, as you can see here. It must match, otherwise it won't work, the TLS certificates. So once we have done that, let's enter the admin password. All right, so if we see this file, we can see that a new entry has been entered. TLS identity LDAP client, and with this last element specifies the certificate which we are going to use. Okay. All right. So once we have done that, let's open the directory utility by pressing command and space at the same time. Let's open and let's unlock. After that, we have to click on the LDAP version 3 and let's click on the pencil, and here I have added one, but I'm going to delete it. Okay, and let's create a new one. Let's enter the Google's host name or server name, which is ldap.google.com. Make sure that the encrypt using SSL checkbox is checked, and click on manual configuration, and let's click on that and click on edit. Here we have to enter one configuration name, Google LDAP, and after that make sure to use this encrypt using SSL checkbox. Let's check it, make sure that is checked, and make sure that you have changed the port. Google uses this port 636. All right, after that let's click on search and mappings, and we are going to select access this LDAP version 3 server using RFC. Here you should enter your domain like this. For example, if your domain is example.org, you should insert this field as dc equals example, comma, dc equals org, in order to specify the base where all the files are going to be searched. Okay, click on OK. After that, we should add one attribute from users. So here the attribute that we are going to search to add is the generated user ID, something like that. Let me generated user ID. You can see here. Click on OK, and on the right pane, let's click on the add button, and let's insert the following string: apple dash generated user ID. Perfect. And after that, we have to edit this attribute as follows: this number sign slash users slash $sign user ID $sign. So we are setting the path, the home path of the user. Okay, so now let's click on OK, and OK again. Input the admin's credentials. All right, now click on search policy in the authentication path, click on custom path and add the new directory domain. And after that, let's click on save. Let's click on apply. And yeah, now what we are going to do is to disable some DGS MD5 algorithms in order to use the bind authentication in order to connect to Google Secure LDAP. So let's disable everything. Now I'm going to put it right here, these commands. So we are going to disable the DGS MD5. We're going to disable the RAM MD5, the NTLM, and the GSS API. So we're just going to use the simple bind in order to authenticate the user, okay? So let's copy and paste. Here you have the first one. Here's the second one. Let's execute the third one. Okay, so let me see if I can make it bigger. All right, so now it's done. All right, now we should reboot the machine. Also, another thing that we can do is to create a mobile account in order to allow users to log in into the machine offline without the need to get the internet access. But we should click on this thing. Let me check it out. Let's go into the system preference and users and groups and click on name and password in order to log in with name and password. And that's it. Let's reboot it and see what happened. I'm going to pause the video. So now that the computer has restarted, let's click on the Apple icon and then log out to the current user. And now we can enter the Google LDAP credentials of the account by using entering the user ID and enter the credentials. Let me see. All right. So now I'm going to enter my credentials. And let's see what happened. If we don't have internet connection, here at the upper right corner, you are going to see one red dot, but now we have internet connection, so we cannot see it. Let's wait a second. All right, so it's now booting. Let's click on not now, continue, not enable Siri. Let's choose the dark look. Perfect. And now let's open system preferences and let's see what we have here. Perfect. So now you can see that my user has been logged in as a network user. So if you want to restrict what users can access this laptop, you can do by the following. Enter the administrator command. Okay, once the log is unlocked, click on login options, and here allow network users to log in at window. Let's click on options and we can select what users can log in. For example, I'm going to allow just my user. And let's click on select and done. As you can see here, the network account server is on, and that's it. If you want to know how to deploy this in a faster way, please let me know. I'm going to create another video explaining how to deploy this all this configuration automatically without having to input manually the configuration. So please wait. Hey guys, so if you want to know how to get ready for the deployment phase, I'm going to show you a couple of steps in order to generate some files and configuration files in order to get things automatically done, okay? Enjoy. First of all, we should do a couple of things. We should generate uh, some certificates with the Apple Configurator app, and then we are going to use one Python script in order to export and import the configuration file of the LDAP. So please hold and let's jump into it. First of all, if you don't have the Apple Configurator app installed, you should install it. You can install it in the Apple Store. Now I have it. I have this installed. Nice. Once this is once this open, this application is open, we are going to do the following thing. And let's create a new profile. On the left side, we have to search the certificate place, and this configuration we should do in the same computer that all the configuration previously done in the previous video. So this must be on the same computer, okay? So now let's click on configure and let's add the .p12 file added in the previous video, and then let's click on open. And after that, let's enter the password. Once this is done, we should export the certificate. Let me see how to save it. Let's save it quickly in downloads. Let's name it as follows, and Google LDAP profile 2. Let's name it as this. Okay, let's see if we have this file. All right, we have this file. Now what we are going to do is to edit this file and add some elements. Okay, so let's open it in a text edit in order to edit this file. What we are going to do is to add a couple of things. The first thing is to locate the dict element. After the dict element, we should add the two more elements as follows. This is the first element, the payload scope. The second element is one string element. Okay, system, we should add the system element. After that, let's add another key. Well, here is the key payload content and the array. After that, the dict. Okay, so after that, we should enter the two more elements. Write down the another dict element. So let's add another key element right here. Allow all apps access. So this element will let us share this profile, this certificate, to all the apps. Okay, so let me see what else. Okay, let's allow all the apps as true. That's it. I think that's the elements that was missing: the key, the array, the key and the string elements. Also, the key allow apps access, allow all apps access, and the true element. Once we have done that, let's save it. Perfect. Now, all right. Now, when the configuration of the profile has been created, now we are going to change one file. We are going to change it from the plist format to XML format. So we have to use this command in order to copy the configuration file of the LDAP to the desktop. Once we have done that, we have to change the permissions. Let me see if I can manipulate these files. Okay, so the command that we are looking for is the following. plutil convert xml1 and the previous path that we have saved it. Plist. Okay, once we have done that, let's change the permission in order to see all the files with the following command chmod. Alright, so now we can see the configuration. Okay, we don't have the permission yet. Okay, now we have. Alright, so what we have to do now is to create one script in order to execute this file. And let me see if I can. Alright, I can see it. Let's open another command, another terminal, sorry. Alright, now I'm going to create one script in order to execute the import task more easily. I'm going to go to the desktop again and create a new script. But first of all, let me see how can I create it. Okay, so in the description I'm going to give you this command, this script, sorry, which uses the Python3, and also it accepts one parameter as an argument. This parameter is the plist configuration file that we have here, right here. So all these three files, such as the certificate, the LDAP Python script, and this configuration file, should be exported into the end device that we want to deploy. Okay, that we want to get access to the LDAP. So let me see. I'm going to change the permission to be executable, this script. Perfect. Now I'm going to open another a virtual machine in order to test this setup. Okay. Here I have saved one snapshot this is the snapshot that I'm going to use. Is the recent, more fresh snapshot from the format of the disk. Right. Let me see if it has internet or not. No, I don't have internet. Okay, let me see if it has internet. All right. So first of all, this is a fresh new client, MacOS client, that it was not configured any user. So we are going to use these 3 files in order to deploy in a faster way all the configuration of all the LDAP. Okay, so first of all, we should install one dependency of Python. The library is called OpenDirectory, so let's install it first. The command is as follows. Let me see if Python3 is already installed. Okay, this seems that is not installed. Okay, let's install it in a fast way. Let's wait a couple of minutes. Okay, now let me see. Okay, it's installing right now. Right, let's close it. Now let's check if Python3 is installed. That's strange. Okay. Well, it is already installed, so now I'm going to copy the script and the certificates into this machine. Okay, And let me see the best way to do that. I'm going to pass all these three applications into the mail. I guess this is the fastest way. Just wait a second. I'm going to install this profile by clicking on System Preferences, then going to Profile. Well, where is the profile? I don't know. Profiles here. And let's click on Install. Install again. Once this is installed, we can see the keychain access. We can open it and see if the system has included. So here we can see that the certificate has been successfully imported. Now I'm going to go to the same folder as these files. Alright, and before I run this script, sorry, I'm going to install one dependency called OpenDirectory, which is as follows. Pip install pyop objc framework OpenDirectory. This is a library that we need. Okay, once this is done, we can now execute the Python script as follows. The name of the script is LDAP import, and the name of the configuration file is this. Perfect. So if everything goes well, now the user has configured successfully all the configuration files. We need to restart the computer in order to see the changes. We can see that here the LDAP and network account server is already configured. Now we need to do is click on name and password and reboot the computer and to see the difference. Okay, so restart and let's hope that everything goes well. Right, and now let's try it, entering the account of my Gmail account. And let's see what happened. Right, now let's configure the machine. And now, continue. I want to enable ASCII. I will select the dark look. Right, now that it is booted, it is loaded. Let's go to users and groups and see if the changes has been made. As you can see here, here's my username. And the network account server is already logged in, is already up and running. So that's it. By doing these steps, you can automate this task, and additionally you can create a mobile account in order to allow offline login. The only thing that we should do is to open the terminal. Let's open the terminal and let's create this thing, this mobile account. Sudo system library core services manage client app contents resources create a mobile account in and the user ID. Here I'm going to create my user ID and let's see the password. Here we can specify the admin username. In my case is this username, and the password is as follows. So great, now the mobile account is already created and you should be allowed to access offline without the need of internet access. Let's see the difference here. Let's go to users and groups. Well, this doesn't change, but you can do it right now. You can log in without the need of accessing the internet. And just one more thing, if you restart your computer and you just see 2 users in the login prompt, you can this happens if you have 5-volt enabled, so the new user doesn't have the rights in order to unlock the 5-volt, the hard disk. So you should need to enable that by going to security and privacy and going to 5-volt and enable the user, enter the user's account, and that's it. Hope that you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe and give me a like if you like it.